good morning. So today, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be swapping my screen time hours for reading hours. Why? I really want to get back into reading, and I feel like I do somewhat of a decent job like reading. Like maybe I read like maybe 3-4 books a year, but I want to make it 3-4 books a month. Because that'd be really nice, and that'd be so much fun if I could do that. I actually ordered a Kindle yesterday because it was Prime Day. It should be getting here in like the next 2-3 days, but I'm not going to be opening it or using it until my birthday, which is in a little bit less than a month, which is on November 6th. I'm very excited to be using that, but the reason why I'm not opening it until my birthday is so that I can get through all of my physical books that I want to read, that I've been wanting to read for the longest time ever. I just have not. We are going to be using my average for the week, so this is about 7 hours. This is a little bit over 7 hours, same thing, and then this is mine so far for this week. I think the goal for today is going to be to try to read for 7 hours straight. I don't know how well that's gonna go. I do have other things to do. Okay, so I made some waffles. I'm not gonna eat all these. Mom's gonna eat some. I have 2 books that I can think of right now that I need to read because I've had them for a while. First one is When We Were Them. It's a book by Laura Taylor Namey. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. And then the second book, I don't have it with me right now. It's in my car, so I'll go get it later. But it's a Colleen Hoover book. I keep forgetting the name of it. It's like This Love or something. I don't even know. So I don't know which one we're gonna start first. I have read a couple of pages from both books, but I never continued them because I either got bored, distracted, or bored, or distracted. Did I mention distracted? Because I probably got distracted. This is the other book that I was talking about, the Colleen Hoover, and I think I'm going to be reading this one. I don't really know what it's about. I am like low-key kind of interested in the Verity book that she has, the book that's called Verity. I'm not too sure about her though because I've heard some things about her, and I'm also not a big romance girly. I'm more of like a murder mystery kind of girly, but we'll give this a try. I do have like I also have this book, Better Than the Movies. I saw Haley Pham, I think, recommend this book. It's one of her like 5-star books, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna read it, even though I'm not much of a romance girly, but I feel like I'll like these romance more than these ones. I don't know if her books are like romance, but I think I will read this one just because I've never read Colleen Hoover. Heard a lot of controversial things about her, heard a lot of interesting things about her writing, her stories, and I'm not too sure if I'll like it, but we'll see. There's a first time for everything, and that's the point of this video, to try out all the books that I have not read yet. So it's gonna be very exciting, very fun. So let's get to it. So we're gonna be talking about the main character. So Sky, she's a girl who makes out a lot, so she's called the slut. And then Holder is the main love interest and the only love interest. He's the bad boy. He supposedly went to juvie for beating up a guy. Karen is the adopted mother. Birkin is the gay Mormon bestie. He's a new friend. Six is the best friend who is in Italy for a foreign exchange program. They've been friends for 4 years, and those are like basically all the main characters, and I really like the side characters. So I just got done with 1 hour of reading. Here is the proof, okay? I swear I read for an hour, and I also got 53 pages into the book, which is, 53 pages of the book. That's pretty good, I think, for an hour. I think that's good. Actually, I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty fast reader. I've always thought that I was a really good reader. Anyways, I am this far into the book. I think it's pretty chill so far, so let me give you like a small debrief. I will say that I am enjoying this a lot more than I thought I was going to be. It's not too bad so far. The love interest though, his name is Holder, and he's like supposedly like a bad boy, I guess, which is cool, I guess, but he's kind of creepy, and I'm not too sure about him, but I feel like the reason why Holder and the main character Sky, by the way, the names are weird. I'm gonna get into that in a second, okay? Sky and Holder met at the freaking grocery store. Then he was like trying to get her name, and she didn't want to give him her name, obviously, but he kept insisting, and she told him, and Holder was like, oh, I thought you were somebody else. So Sky, she is adopted. She's been adopted for like the past 13 years, I think, and she's 17, so she was on her own, not adopted for like 4 years, right? So I'm thinking, using my clues, that Holder and Sky actually knew each other before she got adopted, and she had a different name or whatever. I think they've known each other before she got adopted, but then they obviously lost contact because she got adopted. Everything's pretty chill. Not much has happened. She's gone to school. She's met this other guy. His name is Birkin or something. He seems pretty chill. I kind of like him. And then her other friend, her girl best friend, which her name is Six. Her name is Six, okay? But, you know, that's not her real name, okay? Her real name is Seven. I really thought when I read, oh, but her name is like the only thing that is fake about her. And then I thought it was gonna be like an actual name, like Lori or Samantha or Justine or something like that. Not freaking Seven. They really said, no, her real name is Seven, not Six. I thought she was gonna be like Stacy or something, bruh. But no. But also Sky's name isn't Sky. I mean, Sky is a little bit more like of an actual name, I guess, but it's just, anyways. I think the book is going pretty well so far. I'm probably gonna go wash the dishes real quick, do some other stuff, and then I'm gonna read for another hour. Okay guys, it has been a busy day for me, okay? It's 12:30. I just got finished filming like a different video. I'm trying to do 3 posts per week, and I'm low-key kind of behind on filming, so I'm trying to film like 2 videos in a day, which is not ideal and probably not a good idea. But anyways, we're gonna continue this video on now. Currently 12:35, and we've got 6 more hours to read, and I think 350 more pages to read. So let's get into this. So far, I really do not like Holder. He has a really aggressive side. Like when he first met Sky at the grocery store, he was being really aggressive, trying to like ask what her name was, like everything, all these questions, and I'm like, oh my god, back off, dude, it's never that serious. Kind of like getting to know each other at this point, I believe, and Sky does mention that Holder has this scary look about him that's really intense and that she does not like at all and is giving off serial killer vibes, so that's that. So I've read an hour and 48 minutes so far. I'm gonna stop for a little bit just because my mom is making us lunch, so I'm gonna stop. I'm almost at 100 pages. I am currently at page 95, and so far it's all right. This love interest dude, I cannot, like, I cannot, like, ooh, I just dislike him so much. Like, I agree with Sky so far on her perspective. Like, she's literally known the dude for like 2 days, and he's already like, I don't think you should be with him because he's not a good guy. Like, I get it, but he's being weird about it, and I'm like, like, oh, disgusting. I don't like it. I'm freezing, literally freezing. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go eat lunch, even though it's like literally like almost 2, but so far it's all right. Dislike Holder to the max. Don't fuck with him. It hasn't been an hour, but I just want to say I really hate this love interest guy. I strongly dislike him. I had to go pick up my sister from school, and my mom also wanted to run some errands, so while my mom was in the store, I was reading, and while I was reading, there were some really cute, some sweet little things that happened throughout the book, throughout Sky and Holder's romance, but overall it was kind of boring, and he kind of gives me the ick, as you can tell in some facial expressions sometimes, but yeah, it wasn't too interesting. The candle that I was burning in here earlier, it smells so much, and I don't know if I like it or not. It's kind of a weird feeling. I've read for 3 hours. I left my phone downstairs, but I promise you, I have read for 3 hours. So I think I'm a little bit over 150 pages, so that's good. 3 hours, and it's already like almost 4, so that's not really good because I still have like 4 hours left of reading for today. And I have to finish this video today. I'm reading at like a pretty steady pace, but I think I'm gonna try to pick it up a little bit. So in the book, the main interest Holder or something, he has told Sky why he is so like intense sometimes. She understands and everything, and I'm like, oh, okay, we get it, like, okay. And he's been good for all of it basically, but now they're at school They're holding hands and whatever, I don't know, freaking lunch, couple stuff. And he sees a bracelet from her childhood and he gets really intense about it. He like grabs his wrist and he's like, where'd you get this? Where did you get this? Where did you get this? And I'm like, bruv, chill the heck out, okay? What I'm thinking happened is that his sister, he talked about his sister as well. His sister, you know, kind of like, if you read the book, you know. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, well, I'm not gonna say it, but his sister, I think that when she was either in rehab or whatever, she got the same bracelet and has the same bracelet, and the guy noticed that and he's like, oh, where did you get this? Where did you get this? Where did you get this? I think Sky's mom or dad either also went to the same rehab or something, and that's why Sky was like left to foster care. I think he's like, oh my god, he like got a flashback and he's like upset. Like, I get it. If you know, you know, like, I get it. But I feel like there's a better ways to go about it. But I get it, but also I don't like it. But I get it. But I don't like it. But I get it. Anyways, this is where things get a little bit interesting. We all know that Sky is adopted, but she has no memories of her past or before she was adopted, and she doesn't ask questions about it. So one day, Holder and her go over to Holder's house, and she starts having some flashbacks while they're about to do some interesting activities, and she ends up finding and uncovering a whole bunch of things, and that Holder has been keeping from her and has technically been lying to her about, when his whole thing is about honesty. Oh my god, dude, I'm okay. What just happened? Okay, so I told you guys that I really am like more into like mystery, murder mystery type of books, right? I love the mystery. I love the mysteryness of it. Bro, the last couple of like chapters I've read have been like so good. Like, I don't care about the romance, just tell me the mystery about it. Oh my god, so much was just unveiled. It was absolutely insane. Like, I literally the entire time I was like like, it was whoa. The last thing that I read was like another flashback. It goes like 13 years ago. I have a theory of what happened and why she like started bawling and crying like initially. I have a theory about it. I'm not gonna say what the theory is because I'm not too sure. I want you guys to know that Sky and her mom Karen literally live with no technology. Her mom is also vegan, by the way, but that doesn't really matter. But anyways, no technology, no phone, no TV, no like a radio, no like freaking nothing. So Six bought her a prepaid phone to text Sky during her trip in Italy so they could keep talking. And also at the beginning of the book, Birkin ends up buying Sky an e-reader for her birthday. So she literally has no idea what abbreviations are. She does not know what LOL means, and it's kind of odd of why she has no technology in her life, and we'll get into that. Okay, so this is the murder mystery girly, basically. Remember earlier when I said that I think they knew each other from before? They basically know each other from before she was adopted. So what I'm thinking right now, he keeps saying that he disappointed her, he let her down, he like blah 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 blah, and I'm thinking that he saw something and he didn't say anything about it because he didn't think anything of it at the moment, but then years later he's like, oh my god, wait, maybe she was kidnapped. By who you say? By who you say? By who you ask? By her mother, the girl who adopted her. Sky, the main character girly, she was kidnapped. I think the reason why she has no technology in her life, in case Sky ever starts to remember things about her past, maybe her name or whatever, right? She'll go online, look it up, see, oh wait, this girl, she was kidnapped on this day, on the blah blah, this lady, blah blah blah. Do you see where I'm coming from? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking time lapse right now. There's my phone, but I feel like I need a live reaction of what's gonna happen. So, because I'm gonna read you something real quick, okay? It says, I just stood there and I watched the car pull up to the curb. I watched the passenger window roll down and I heard someone call your name. I watched you look up from your car and wipe your eyes. You stood up and you dusted off your shorts. Then you walked to the car. I watched you climb inside and I knew whatever was happening, I shouldn't have been just standing there. But all I did was watch when I should have been with you. It never would have happened if I stayed there right with you. She got motherfucking kidnapped by Karen. Oh my god, I am so smart. I literally figured it out. Oh my god, guys, I'm scared. I'm scared of Karen. I'm really scared of Karen, actually. Like, now that we've hit a turning point, I feel like now the main character Sky will start to see like little things that Karen does that might be like a little, you know. Fuck off. Oh my god, we got another flashback and I just read it, and it's like her 13 years earlier, where she's like memorizing what had just happened, like her getting kidnapped, and it says, she looks at me and smiles, then reaches into the back seat. She hands me a juice box, so I take it out of her hand and open the straw. I'm Karen, she says. And that's as far as I got. Let me read the rest. Let me read the rest real quick, okay? So at this point, you guys see how much fun I was having, but then we actually start to get really serious about some things, and it's making me not uncomfortable, but it makes me not really enjoy the book as much because it is a serious thing, and I was just having so much fun. I usually love to read books that are just playful and fun and not really too serious, but this one was like just really serious, and I was not having fun, and you can tell by my facial expressions that it's not, the topics that were talked in this book were not great, and I did not enjoy it, and I was also getting kind of bored, so I would skip over paragraphs and lines. I'm back from eating. So I am 5.5 hours into reading. I have like technically an hour and a half. I'm just gonna read until I finish the book. Currently I'm at page 321, and this book has a little bit over 400 pages, so I might actually finish the book in an hour and a half. The theory that I said that I had but I wasn't gonna share with you guys, I was right about, but it was one of those theories where I really wish I wasn't right about, because it's extremely unpleasant. Right now, I don't know how to feel about the book. It was getting really good. It was getting so cool and nifty for the kidnapping part, but then it got to some other stuff and I'm like, yeah. I have just an hour left of reading to do, and I have a little bit less than 50 pages left. I think I have like 43 pages left, but I also only have just an hour left to read, so I should be getting this book done very soon. Very exciting. I don't know how to feel. It was fun. It was starting to get fun, but then it got unfun, and now I'm just kind of uncomfortable. I have 0 notes for this little section here, but I do know that there were still some things that we were uncovering and some more serious topics, more just like going into depth about it on the serious topics, and I was just skimming a little bit as well because it wasn't really holding my attention as much, but you can see that I'm still like a little bit shocked and going with it, kind of confused. So I just finished reading the book, and I'll give a debrief about it, but it's like I finished reading it like maybe like 9:38, I'm pretty sure. You'll never guess what I did. I forgot to start my freaking stopwatch, so now I'm just adding up like the time. I'm supposed to be at 6 hours and 47 minutes, which I will say is good enough, because I mean, I'm not gonna start a new book, and I'm not really, I mean, I've read the books, so I can't really do too much about that. Hopeless Colleen Hoover. I am going to just like cut right into the chase and say that I'm giving it a 2 or a 3 out of 5 stars. Because it has some topics in here that I don't usually read. I never read, actually. I think maybe that's what makes me not really like the book as much. And also just because I didn't really like it anyways, because the main interest, I was like, what's his deal? Like, I don't really even know how to feel about him even after reading the book. Like, I don't love him, I don't hate him, I'm just like neutral. And that's how I feel about the book. I don't hate it, I don't love it, I'm just like neutral. He's okay, the book's okay. I don't really have too much to say about it. Like the first part of the book, I was like, okay, romance, not really, like it was a lot of romance, it was a lot of like Holder and Sky fighting, and I'm like, okay. And then the middle part, you guys saw, I was getting so excited, I was like, oh my god, it's so exciting. And then the third part was a lot of like conclusions and stuff about the plot, I guess. See, the thing is, I didn't even know what the plot was going to be. I thought the plot was going to be based around Holder and him, but that was kind of more like a subplot, I guess. But the main plot was around Sky and her adoption and stuff like that, and I didn't really pick up on that until literally the middle part, where I was literally telling you guys, I was like, oh my god, wheels are turning, I'm getting ideas, I'm getting theories, I'm getting so excited and stuff like that. Overall, the book was okay. If somebody was to ask me, do you have any book recommendations for me in general, I'd be like, I wouldn't even think about this book, I wouldn't even mention this book. I'd be like, yeah, there's this and book, but I would never mention this probably. But if somebody were to ask me, hey, do you have any Colleen Hoover recommendations, I'll say, oh, I read Hopeless. That's the only book I've ever read. I didn't love the book. It's not my type of book. It wasn't a bad book either. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I probably am not going to be reaching for this book to reread it again. And one thing about me, I love to reread books, and this is just not a book that I want to reread. If I did want to reread, I'd probably reread where everything was like kind of piecing together. I don't think I'm going to be reaching for another Colleen Hoover book, but if somebody recommends me a Colleen Hoover book, I'm not going to be like, oh no, I don't read Colleen Hoover, because I've only ever read one book, so I can't really say that, oh, all her books are like this. You know what I mean? I'm sure all her books are not like this. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like it, and if you want to comment, and if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. Please subscribe if you would like to see other videos from me, book or lifestyle or crochet or like literally anything. I kind of do a lot on YouTube. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.